Welcome to this week's Coffee and Conversation. Want to ask you to do me a favor. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe. It would really help get the word out to more men. And if you get anything out of this video, hit the like button or put a comment down below on YouTube. Thanks. All right, today we're finishing up our financial series. We have covered prenups, we've covered inheritance, and today we're talking about life insurance and wills. Not exciting stuff, not stuff we want to talk about. But unless you're independently wealthy, if you have kids or anyone you're with who is dependent on your income, you need life insurance. So you want term life insurance, 20-year policy. I'd buy one of those every time you had a kid, okay? I'm going to go with the Dave Ramsey rule, 10 times your income. And if your wife is a stay-at-home mom, she needs at least $500,000 or more on her. Because men, what if your wife passed away? You need to hire a part-time nanny. You may need to hire others to help because you've got work and all. So even though she's not bringing an income into the house, what you need to understand is you're going to have more financial drain in some respects in replacing a lot of what she did. And she did a lot, so something to think about. Now, the reason I talk about buying insurance, a 20-year term policy, and adding on every time you have a kid is I'm going under the norm of that most of the time you have kids when you're younger. So you think about it, if you have life insurance, when you have a newborn, you get another 20-year policy. Let's say it's $250,000, just for the sake of argument. Okay, good. If something happens to you, that'll get him through college. That'll get him out of college. The 10 times will help maybe your wife, if you're gone, pay off the mortgage. Something to keep in mind. And you do it while you're young and you do it while you're healthy, because if your health status changes, you won't be able to get life insurance. Okay. You also, and I talk about if your health status changes. My sister, who has passed, her husband didn't have life insurance and he came down with a terminal illness, ALS. Couldn't get life insurance, he passed. Then she came down with a terminal illness, didn't have life insurance, couldn't get it, and she passed, which makes it harder on her son, who's a young adult now, to move forward in life. So something to keep in mind. Get it while you can. And I'm going to tell you, don't rely on your work-related life insurance, because if you get laid off or you change jobs, you may have to requalify. You may not be able to get as much. Look at the work stuff, especially if it's provided free, as a bonus, okay? Finally, if you have children or you have stuff or whatever, you need a will. Because if you don't have a will, the government is going to decide who raises your kids. Things are going to go to probate. You're going to waste a lot of money. So decide who, what, when, where, and why goes where. Now, I no longer have life insurance because my kids are out of the house. Nobody depends on my income. But I do have a will spelling out what gets done with my estate, my house, any other assets, the selling of things, the giving of things. And anytime my life status changes, my will get updated. Something to keep in mind, men. If you get divorced, you need to change all of your beneficiaries. You need to change things around. I would also argue, if you get divorced, consider requiring in the divorce documents that each of you carry a certain amount of life insurance. My ex and I did that for the kids. And she was She was good with money, so I didn't have any problem. But, oh, she's going to do this or that. Not at all. It's about taking care of the kids if something happened. And we recently in our men's community had a brother pass away at 41 from something unusual. And most of you drive. If you drive, that's the most dangerous thing most of you do unless you skydive. So if you have kids and you have a wife, you need life insurance. If you have kids and you have a wife, you need a will. And your will should be, you can do a thing called mirroring, where if you die, everything goes to her, she dies, everything goes to you. And then you need to make some plans for if you both die. Again, think car accident. Not a fun topic, guys, but a needed topic. You need to have your affairs in order. And then I kind of like what Dave Ramsey does. He talks about having the legacy drawer where everything's laid out so that if you die, you know where everything is. Go here, do that, do this. It's all good. All right? Have a great day. Again, hit subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you next week.